Let's look at transportation overall. There's really 3 or 4 major segments. There's what we drive every day, our personal cars, and then there's the heavy-duty transportation that uses to move goods and services. We think that the majority of the opportunity for gas to penetrate transportation is going to be in that heavy-duty space. We think it's because, frankly, we need to see high volume of usage to create the right kind of economics. A lot of those are going to be fleet-type vehicles, such as buses and delivery vehicles within a major city. And longer range, we may see some increase in growth in heavy-duty transportation over time. It may be LNG, it may be CNG, and that's an area we're all studying at this time. One of the issues has to be infrastructure that is developed as we go forward to support that, because obviously if they buy the truck, they want to be able to keep using it and go the full distance. Last year, in 2011, our outlook only went out to 2030. And it assumed in that time period the policies and structures that we'd look at over that time. This year's outlook, the 2012 outlook, goes to 2040. It allowed us to study the demographic changes for populations around the world. One of the things that happens is China's population starts to peak and decline after 2030. More importantly, its working age population begins declining in this decade. And what that means is that changes the profile of energy demand in a country like China. It actually starts to slow growth. 80% of China's energy demand growth occurs before 2025, 2030, and the less after that. And that's because their working age population is slowing, their need to develop infrastructure, they're turning into more of a service-based industry. Over the last few decades, China's energy demand has been one of the major driving forces for increased energy use. That's going to start to move to other developed countries. So that's one of the major components. And the continued development of natural gas resources broadly around the world has made more gas available. So we think more gas is going to be going into power generation and industrial applications. Those are sort of the major takeaways that are differences.